Hello and welcome to Interactive Distractions, episode number 515. My name is Christopher Riccio, and I am here with Jason A. Stryker.
Yo, hello.
Hello, and Jeff Chorney.
What up, everybody?
What is up? Today we're going to do some distractions and news. We got a new game to talk about, or they got a new game to talk about. I'm looking forward to hearing about it. I haven't played it yet. And then we got some news afterwards. But let's get started. How are things going? Jeff, what's up with you today? Or this week?
Not too. We have a long weekend this weekend. So, oh shit! I just dropped something.
What's the holiday this weekend for you guys? What is it?
It is Victoria Day, I believe. It's a Canadian-only one.
Not victory, because like all the wars that you win.
Queen Victoria.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. I don't really know what the meaning of it is, to be honest with you. I totally forgot like a long time ago. But I just know we get the Monday off.
Nice.
So we're probably going to do something tomorrow with T's family. She's got family visiting from Denver. So
nice.
We're probably going to go to her parent either tomorrow or Monday. We're not too sure yet. So and today was just kind of chilling. I made some ribs and stuff for dinner.
Oh yeah.
And
usually little jealous there, sir.
Usually this is the weekend where friends of ours have like a bunch of people over to their place for like a pool party type thing, barbecue and stuff. But now that their kids are older and they're all in like soccer tournaments and shit, they're like, oh fuck, like there's so much soccer. So it's gonna be relaxing.
There's too many extracurriculars.
Exactly. So yeah, other than that, I'm just kind of chilling. What about you, Jason?
Well, it sounds like Jeff had an indication that he's getting older. I am as well, because I fell asleep again before the recording. Sorry about that, gentlemen.
We were just going to let it pass, dude. You didn't have to bring it up. We were fine.
No, this is how I learn, Chris. No, it's medication. It just knocked my ass out. And I was telling these guys that I didn't even feel sleepy. I didn't even know. And I slept right through an alarm. So
didn't know what day it was. Where am I?
I'm getting to that point where it's like, okay, like
it's Friday,
I've forgotten.
Right? It's Friday. Today's Friday. No, Saturday. Is it Saturday?
Oh, it's Saturday. Shit. Saturday. Jesus Christ. Okay. You scared me for a second. I thought I was losing it again. God. Oh, fuck.
Can't do us now, Chris. Not at this age. We can't take it.
Sorry. My bad.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm the oldest one here. What are you guys talking about?
My feeble mind can't take it. I can't do it. But other than that, I'm doing pretty good. Poor Griffin had a birthday party to go to today, and then it started raining this morning, and they called it off. So he's still heartbroken, crestfallen, as they say, forlorn, even, I believe. He's sad about it. It's like one of his best friends. So, but they're having it again in like 2 weeks. So but try and tell that to a 9-year-old. They don't. 2 weeks is forever. So
it's
forever.
For us, it's like tomorrow, but for them, it's forever.
2 weeks. Oh, that's which it's here already. All right,
Chris, tell me how you're getting old.
Oh God, how am I getting old? I've got 2 teenagers that I'm dealing with on a daily basis, so that's a thing. Okay. And I mean between oh God, so it's the end of the school year, and honestly, So my son, since my son goes to a charter school. He's actually done. Next week is all recovery, so they have the opportunity to go back and, like if they have grades that are failing, they can go back, and some of those grades they'll be able to attempt again, with a maximum of like a 75. So you can bring up the grade, but there's a limitation. So. It's like giving him a helping hand, but not giving it away, So I think he's got one test that he's going to go and do a recovery for, but, the kids are in this mode where, they just don't want to do schoolwork at all. And it's a constant battle.
Neither.
Yeah. That's unusual to me for you, Jason, because when my kids were in elementary school, they fucking loved school. They always did all their work. They my daughter was an AB student in elementary school, and all the way up to 6th grade. Now she's in 7th grade, and she's like, "Fuck, I don't care," and like she doesn't do anything. Right? She failed 2-3 classes this semester. One of them she has to actually go to in-person summer school for. over the summer. And you know, we just tell her you're in find out phase. So that's how that shit works. She almost failed math. I had to help her a lot with math at the end of the year to bring her grade up to a 72 or something like that. So, but yeah, and my son was having a lot of problems too, especially with, they have something called, I don't know if I've talked about this on the show, but his school has something called GT Block. And what GT Block is it's a STEM school. So GT Block is IT, engineering, and healthcare or medical sciences. And the idea is that as a freshman, you come in and you do a little of all of it. And then you decide which direction you want to go and you choose a pathway. Like I tell my son this, like every time I bring him to school, it's like, I wish I had a school like this when I was in high school. Like this would have been so cool. So he wants to go the IT route, which is great for me because I'd be able to help him and stuff like that. But this first year has been horrible for him. He failed the first semester of GT Block, and he was failing this semester as well. And turned it on like at the very end, and now has his grade up to where it looks like he's going to pass. Cool. Which means that he'll just have to do virtual summer school, intro to programming. I'm like, dude.
Hello world.
Easy. Like, you know, you and I are going to have so much fun. Like, I'll help you with that. We'll have so much fun doing it. Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of making sure that they understand. It's like, look, you know, you guys, you found out. Like, that's what it's like if you fuck around, right? If you're not...
You do the typical, like, take away their, like, video games and shit like that till they bring their marks up?
Mostly internet. Like, that's the big thing is the internet. Like, they are, especially for my son, like, he's trapped on it. And, like, when he first started school, he didn't have a phone, right? He's 14, or now he's 15. He just had his birthday. He didn't have a phone. We got him a phone because there were things that they were asking him to look up, like to look at online before they got their laptop at the beginning of the year. So we got him a phone so that he could do that stuff, but also keep in communication to us. But it became way too much of a distraction. So we're having to, we need to make some adjustments for next year, but yeah, it's been difficult.
Have you tried beating the shit out of them?
Yeah.
They threatened to call the police on me, so you know.
I did that back in the day too.
Yeah, me too. It didn't work.
My bluff
For me, it didn't work. Yeah, it didn't work. I still got the shit beat out of me. So
the showdown, Mom. I won't call the police.
But yeah, honestly, I'm just with my son. I'm just glad that like this last month he did turn it on, and you know, he was getting grade and stuff on it. Like he was coming home, hey, I got like an 87 on my math test. I got like a 90 on my biology test. And I'm like, and I look at him and I'm like, yeah, it feels pretty fucking good, doesn't it? He goes, yeah, it does. I'm like, so keep up with your work, dude. And, you know, it's like, it's just one of those things. It's like, I don't know how much clearer I can make it to you. Like, it's a good feeling. So we'll see where he's at with 10th grade. Our biggest concern was that this school is just really good for him. Like the support that he's getting being an autistic child is really, really good from this school. More better than any school that he's been to in the past, in my opinion. So
that helps a lot. Yeah.
It does. So the thought of him not doing well at this school and then getting kicked out so that they can make room for someone who's going to do well or that wants to take it seriously is heartbreaking. And to think that he might end up going back to the public school district that he's in when he had such a bad experience at the middle school in our district in 8th grade. So it's been a never-ending stress on that level, and it's more for that part. There's more stress on Crystal because she's the one that deals with it on a day-to-day basis. So I get the tail end of it along with, you know, to go with my stress from work. So, but yeah, that's it for me. It's MomoCon's coming up. Cool. We have a Monday off next weekend. Jeff, we have Memorial Day next weekend. And that's every Memorial Day weekend is MomoCon. So we picked up our passes yesterday for MomoCon.
Do the kids go to that?
Yeah, kids go to that with us.
There you go, Chris. No MomoCon unless you get your grades up.
That wouldn't work. They wouldn't care. Nope. Honestly, the only thing that seems to work is I'm taking away your internet. It's like they're so reliant at this point. It's like I just need to like cut it off. We're gonna put some huge scheduling on this next year, but yeah, that's it. And then I think the week after that we're gonna try and do Rent Fair. So ding ding, got a couple things right in a row.
Nice.
But that's it. Let's talk some games. You guys got a new one. I want to hear about it.
Yeah, Doom.
Doom.
Tell me about
that time
Doom.
in the generation. So Dark Ages dropped last week. Yes, last week. This week. Today is Saturday or Friday. No, it's Friday, right, Jason? Today's Friday.
Damn
it. It's a prequel to 2016 and Eternal. It takes place in the Dark Ages, which isn't really like medieval times because it's like still futuristic because it doesn't take place on Earth. So there's still technology. There's still like fighter jets and spaceships and stuff. It's kind of cool. But yeah, you have a shield in this one, a saw shield, and a bunch of cool guns, and it's fucking Doom.
Before we go any forward, yes, you can throw the shield like Captain America.
You can.
That's the important part, right?
A lot of the shielding. And you're parrying a lot.
Yes.
And you're blocking a lot. And the first hour I was playing this game, I was like, oh, I don't know if I like this.
No.
I was like, this is very slow and not very intense. And I'm just like, what? It doesn't really feel like as kinetic as the other two did. Frantic. And then I was like, and then the soundtrack's good. The soundtrack really grew on me. Especially later on, it does get pretty good. But of course, I'm going to compare it to Mick Gordon's soundtrack of the last two, and those are two, in my opinion, like some of the best soundtracks of all time. Those two plus his Killer Instinct soundtrack is also killer.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, so that was my first like hour, and then because I was having a really hard time with. They said the game was kind of like slowed down, like on purpose, which is fine, and kind of like just made more accessible in terms of like Eternal was kind of complicated. You had like 3 different type of attacks you had to do to get different types of like currency. Not currency, by currency I mean like health, ammo, and armor. And there was also a lot of platforming and double jumping and dashing. And it was a lot of buttons to kind of remember. So I was like, okay, fine. I can see that being an issue for some, and I could, getting rid of some of that stuff could be good. But then they just replaced some of that stuff with now you're blocking, now you're parrying, but if you hold down block and pull the right trigger, you do a shield bash, which is great for getting around. Like you can zip like so far with that thing, and it's awesome. So to me, at first, I was like, this isn't making it any less like complicated. For me at the beginning, it was probably more complicated because you don't play Doom with a block button or with a parry button. You run around as fast as you can and shoot people in the face and jump around and strafe and stuff like that. But then, of course, once my muscle memory started to kind of like get the hang of it and started getting the patterns down of like when you should do certain things and which weapons you should use in certain enemies, because certain enemies you can take down really well with certain weapons and not so much with other ones. So you got to kind of remember all this stuff.
Yep.
But about 5 chapters in, I was probably like, fuck, this is good. This is really good. And I think I'm on chapter 14 or 15. I'm on chapter 15 of 22. And I think it might be my favorite out of the modern day ones. Yeah. It's totally... Nice. Like I liked it at the beginning. I just felt underwhelmed by it. I was like, is this like it? And then right now I'm thinking, no, they fucking did it. It still feels like Doom. They do there's a slow ramp up to stuff you get that you can use in certain situations, if that kind of makes sense. It's kind of like, but it introduces you to them pretty quickly. It's kind of hard to explain. So it's like, they kind of give you a lot up front, but then it takes a while before you're using it. You're just sorry? like
kind of like an abilities. No, I guess not.
Yeah, no, there are kind of, because you do unlock like there's I'm not sure how many weapons in total, but every once in a while you get like a secondary function of those weapons, which are kind of like new weapons, but they serve a different function.
I gotcha.
And once you start opening up some more of those, then you really start to kind of feel like, okay, now I can really kind of play freely and kind of do what I want to, and it gets really hectic, and the parrying is so satisfying. It's super easy, lenient. It's not like a frame counter or anything in like other games.
Yeah. You can almost just like you see it and you can just start holding it down and then
exactly.
Yeah.
You can hold like a good couple seconds.
That'd be a great change of pace from Expedition 33.
Oh, 100%. Yes.
And Chris, you'd like that you can actually change the parry color to whatever you want. Like it's not like the typical you choose like a certain type of color blindness. It's just like you want to change it. Okay, here you go. Here's a color wheel. Go for it.
That's what everybody needs to do. Like that's the accessibility options we want. Like, dude, just do that.
The game has so many accessibility. You can speed up the game, slow down the game,
change speed up the game, like play it like 150%. It's nuts.
Oh, it's crazy. Wow. I wouldn't recommend it because it's crazy. The game does get faster, especially once you get some of those abilities. You feel like a tank because your walking speed is definitely slower, but you can sprint now, and that shield bash ability just sends you flying. And when you hit a guy, it does like an area of effect, so anyone around that guy kind of blows up. And oh my god, there's a ground pound that happens every time you come down from a high angle, and everyone blows up, and it's awesome. It's so good. And you get some runes later on, which are just so much fun to activate. Anytime you parry a projectile, it activates one. And there's one that's just totally kick-ass. Like, I don't want to ruin them all right now, give people a chance. Like, it's not really a spoiler, but my favorite one's the lightning shard one, which you'll know. It's like a laser shard thing. It's cool. But there's another one where he gets like a predator type gun pops out of his shoulder and starts firing.
Whatever you parry, it just starts shooting. Yeah.
I think it's the last one I got, or second last one. I can't remember. There's 3 of them in total. And then you can
I've seen that one.
Bunch of secrets, it's Doom, but it runs super well. Sorry, go ahead.
So I'm kind of having a different experience. Like it's front loading very, very well to me. I'm having a blast playing it because I'm playing it like other Dooms where there's like lots of forward motion, and I'm just constantly moving, constantly going, like constantly using the shield bash shit. But then I got to the end of like the first stage, and it's like 0 of this found, 0 of that found.
Oh yeah,
no secrets found. And I'm like, are you having that same experience, or
I just suck at finding shit in games in general? I have found stuff, but I'm not like scourging like every little like nook and cranny. But I do kind of look if I see something like, okay, I'll go over there. But I have not. You can find a toy on every level. Like that's been like the new Doom games. I haven't found a single one. And I'm like,
is there a lot of collectibles? Like that's interesting because I always feel like Doom is the type of game where, it's very fast paced and you're trying just to get to your objective as quickly as possible.
No,
this is new Doom, like Chris.
In the 90s, dude.
New Doom. Okay.
Yep.
The new ones are. I mean, you can speed run it. Like people are doing that. Like you get like it's sure, but they put a lot of stuff in there you can find and upgradable stuff to upgrade your weapons and your abilities and stuff like that. But it really like you start getting stuff where it's like you shoot a guy a certain amount of times and then he'll start glowing like yellow, and then at that point you can throw your shield at them and then it blows up, and if they have any armor it shatters all their armor off them, and it's so like it's just so satisfying. Like the assault on your senses with every little thing is so satisfying with sounds. Like when you do the ground pound, the sound it makes. Play this game with headphones, by the way. It just sounds phenomenal. Just everything about it visually and audibly is just really, really good. I'm trying to. They threw at it. There's more storyline in this one now too. There's actually like cutscenes in between all the chapters and like not really during, but definitely in between. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
That main badass dude looks fucking cool. Holy shit!
Which one? Like I don't even know who the bad guys are in this game, and I'm like, I just. Is it the humans? Is it not
no, it's the demons. Yeah.
Like the devil-looking guy.
Yeah, he looks fucking cool.
Yeah, he does look cool. They do look cool. They look very futuristic and very like it's kind of like like Horizon Zero Dawn tied with like Halo meets Captain Harlock said, like Masters of the Universe. It's kind of like that. It's like mash those all three together, and that's kind of like what it is there. And I'm fine with it. It's a story. I don't play Doom for the story. It's not blowing me away. The story.
You don't?
I still watch them. Yeah, no, I know, weird, right? But I like that it's there. I kind of do. I like taking that little bit of a break in between chapters and being like, oh, okay, let's watch this cutscene, because they're all really well done. Like the id Tech 8 is looking really nice. It's pretty impressive, and it's a good time to kind of like chill. And they opened it up to some of the levels are more open. They're open hubs, so you go into like a big area, and then it kind of branches off, and you'll have to do something like, well, take down this tower, and then go down, take the thing on this thing, and take it down here, and then so it's not really open, but it's close enough. It's kind of like what Gears of War 5 did, but just imagine they actually put fighting in the actual open parts and not just the the parts you drive to and then kind of go into and make it a corridor shooter type thing. So they kind of did a better job with that. And speaking of vehicles, you fly in there's a dragon in this game.
Yeah.
I'm sure you did the mech. Did you get to the mech part, Jason, or no?
No, I haven't gotten to the mech part yet.
Gotcha.
But I've seen the dragon, and I'm getting extreme like lair flashbacks.
Oh no.
but good.
It's fine. A lot of people complained about that in the reviews. That was like one of the commonalities I've seen. I've had no problems with them. I've played 2 levels with the dragon, and it's in the setting I just described. It's like an open area where you are flying around the dragon, and you're going to a part where you shoot some shit, then you land, you get off as Doom guy, the Slayer, and then you go and you do your traditional Doom level, get back on the dragon, find the next part. And there's these dogfights you can do with these fighter jet things that are just more for getting gold to buy upgrades, and they kind of serve a different purpose where it kind of shows you where your next objective is. Everything's on the map anyway, but it's just kind of a cool thing to like get there. And you're not doing much in the dragon really. It's pretty basic. When you are taking down like some of the bigger ships or whatever, it's hold down left trigger and it kind of locks you in, and then you're kind of playing a game of dodge then shoot. The enemy will shoot at you, and you have to see which way you have to dodge. You do a dodge, and then you counter with shooting, and then you do that a couple times, take it down. It's pretty basic. It's just kind of there, just kind of mix it up, I guess. And that's kind of like the mech parts too. They're short and sweet. They're very spectacle based, but they're short. They don't overstay their welcome. And I've liked both times I've done that, and the dragon part so far. I've actually really liked them.
Nice.
Yeah, nice little change of pace. And
is there any feeling of progression with the character?
Well, yes. Yeah. Well, not like levels, but yeah, you get abilities. You unlock different like kind of passives for your weapons and stuff like that, or they'll start doing so they do more damage here. I have one now that one of my plasma guns now, when it built up a certain amount of plasma on an enemy, they turn purple. And then basically when I kill them, it shoots out lightning from the guy I just killed, and it'll just zap to anyone who's close by who's also been tagged by it. So it's stuff like that. So yes, there is definitely progression, just not in the typical sense of like, hey, I'm level 5 or like I'm level 7.
I get you.
Yeah. But yeah, I was surprised. I thought I was gonna be not bummed by it. I did like it. I just thought at first it just didn't get me right away. But once it got me, it really fucking got me. Like it's really good.
2016 was such a huge hit. Like it was just like it completely fucking subverted expectations. Like nobody had any like expectations.
I don't know if you guys remember. That was Bethesda's when they kind of threw their hissy fit and they stopped sending out review codes to anybody. So nobody had a review copy. And I remember, I don't know if you guys remember this, but we recorded the week it came out. And it also came out the same day as Uncharted 4. And I went to GameStop to pick up Uncharted 4. And they were like, the whole like, oh, did you pre-order it? And I was like, well, no. And they're like, oh, we're sold out. And I was like, well, fuck. I'm like, well, whatever. I'll just get it somewhere else. But then they like, there's Doom was there. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna buy Doom. If I don't like it, I can bring it back. This is back when they had the thing you can bring back any
return policy.
Return it exactly. and I came back and played it. And then I remember when we did the show, and I was like, I don't know if I'm crazy here, but I think Doom is really fucking good. and we were talking about it because I think I was the only one who got it. I'm like, I don't know. We wait till reviews go, but I think it's fucking great. I don't think I'm taking it back. I think I'll just go pick up Uncharted 4 somewhere else and then just keep Doom. And yeah, no one had a fucking clue.
Yeah.
And that's probably why I didn't sell that amazing at the door either. So
yeah. But now people have expectations. So it's like, if it doesn't hit that high right away, it's like, oh, Doom's done, Doom's dead, or something like that. But it seems like this one is hitting those highs. Just in different ways than
totally different ways.
Games. Like the Doom games have felt different, the new Dooms anyway, from each one to the next. And if it doesn't, feel like the last one, people are like, this is just way too different. But it stands on its own two legs.
And if it does feel after the same, a while, like, oh, you didn't make any changes from Eternal. Why is it just like Eternal? Like there's no winning when it's like that.
Yeah.
Like, and I love that all three of them distinctly feel different but the same, and that makes me want to play all of them. Like it's not like a typical sequel thing where it's like, once you play the best one that's later, you're never going to go back and play the other ones because you're just missing so much stuff. It's not like that. It's just like, I will play all three of them for different reasons. And I said on the social say, like, this has the one of the best combat loops I think I've ever played in a shooter. Like, it's just it nails it so well. Yeah, once you get going and once my old ass fingers starts fucking remembering what does what and how to combat, I'm like, holy shit, this is great. It's like a fighting. It's like a character action game. Is my best comparison, because there's a melee in this now too. You get like a flail and you can do combos. Like they're not huge combos or anything. They're like 3-hit combos, but they're there. And yeah, that's what it feels like. It feels like playing like a Devil May Cry, but you're playing a fucking shooter. It's awesome.
But good. Yeah,
very cool.
Yeah. Oh, I want to keep talking about it, but there's so much stuff I was like going to be like, okay, I got to talk about it, but I can't remember. But whatever, I'm sure I'll be talking about it again next week as well. Play Doom, it's good. Don't listen to any of the haters. Anyone who I know who actually likes the Doom games seem to love this. So yeah, if you
I might look at it when it's on sale. I don't think it's right for me right now.
You can.
Oh right, Game Pass.
Yeah. You can try it
for free. Such a convenient thing. Let me pull up my Xbox and just get ready to download that after we're done recording.
There you go.
Good stuff. What else?
That's it. Besides something else we'll talk about later when you're talking. Just a little bit more to add.
You guys finished Clair Obscur, but I am in the thick of it right now. Just last night, I wrapped up on chapter 2. So.
Oh, okay. Did it kind of blow your mind?
A little bit. A little bit. I'm having some existential crisis right now. Like,
like I don't know what to do now. Like, I'm not sure how I feel about anything.
Is this real? Am I real? Wait a second.
Is it Friday?
Yeah.
I fell asleep. Did I wake up? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm still dreaming.
Did I dream that? What happened?
So yeah, that game also very good. Is just I think it was Kat Bailey that wrote something like, this is the Final Fantasy that Square has been wanting to do for decades.
It's the Final Fantasy that Square will not do for decades. Hasn't done for decades, because they don't think anybody wants turn-based anymore.
Yeah. But like storyline wise, like that's like the high that I think they've been trying to hit, or that everybody I think aspires to, but just like it's so hard to explain, but it's so well done.
It's very hard to explain, like the depth of what the story feels like without spoiling things, because
it's really hard to do.
Like, here's the thing, and I was kind of touching on this last week. There are things about certain games that you forget the majority of games after a certain amount of time. At least I do. I don't have a photographic memory or anything. I have a very shitty memory overall. But there are certain things in certain games that stick with you, that you just remember. End of Act 1, end of Act 2 for this game will always stick with me, even and the ending as well. Like, it's just, I don't even know how to explain it. Just like the end of Act 2 just literally blew my mind. And yeah, it's great. It's great.
I'm almost done it for my second time.
On New Game Plus?
I did New Game Plus, and I'm definitely overpowered for New Game Plus. I bumped the difficulty up, and then I'm thinking about bumping it up again for the. I'm at the last dungeon in Act 2. Is basically where.
Okay.
And Act 3 is very short, so it's I'm close to the end if I don't want to do any dicking around afterwards. But
yeah, Act 3, Jason, it's as short as you want it to be. Like, you can go right to it. Or you can go and do a bunch of side stuff. So like what I ended up doing is I made sure that I maxed out everybody's all the characters relationships first. Because everybody has like a little mission that they do, or like to get them to their max level. So I did all that first, and then I went back to the last dungeon.
Honestly, I kind of think that's the way the game's kind of designed too, because a lot of
tries to push you in that direction.
You're still going to be under leveled the first time to do almost like the majority of the side shit in between Act 2 and 3. Like, there's a lot of red gates. But
there's a lot of danger.
Yeah, but New Game Plus. Sorry, go ahead.
Speaking of the relationships, I'm really enjoying the through line with Morocco. Or Monoko. I'm sorry.
Monoko,
Like, I've genuinely like guffawed a couple times during his stuff.
He's fantastic, and I look forward to when you got to the point where Geoff and I were talking about, because when you do his relationship quest
mission,
there is a line that he delivers, and it's not the line. It's the delivery.
It's the way he says it. It's the delivery.
It's such a simple line, but the way that they're having the conversation and the way he delivers the line, funny. I fell out. Like, it was so good. And that's the thing. Monoko is like, he's got a lot of those moments, and it's like the one that you see the most is.
Jason's got the good one, right? That conversation, Jason.
I don't think so.
Good.
Yeah.
You must be. If you're at Act 3, I think you have.
Yeah, you absolutely do, because it's when Monoko just first joins.
Yeah,
and when you recruit him, and he's like, I told you I was never going to travel with you before, and he goes, "There's going to be a lot of fighting." Oh yeah, that's true. There is going to be a lot of fighting. There's going to be a lot. Yeah. Okay, then I'll go. And he goes, good. Yes. Yeah. Like, there's just so many of those moments. But I'll be honest with you, because of Monoko's combat style,
I barely use him.
Oh, really? Dude, I put him on my party, and then he was a staple. I never took him out.
Yeah.
So, and that's the thing. It's like everybody's good. Yeah. Everybody's good. It's like I actually think the weakest character in my opinion is Verso. Like, he's the one that I've used the least. Like, all the girls and Monoko are just like, I use use them like crazy. They're great.
I've had the least satisfying, I think, with Verso, because like his stuff is like rank based. You've got to build up, to get to his good stuff, I guess. Stuff. So
and even then, it's like
I used them for support.
If you're like, I have something that starts you out at like A, and he can get to S like right away. But there's a bunch of techniques that he's got that all require you to be at like B or C to get the bonus. And it's like, well, I'm not going to go down in rank. Like, I don't want to do that. So it's like it should be like, as long as you're above C, or as long as you have
to be that rank, or just that
rank. Yes, you have to be that rank. Okay. Yeah.
Huh. I use them mostly as support, just giving AP and health to people.
That's a good way to use them. But he's very powerful if you get him right. Like, there's a lot of
he's like there's a lot of builds. Mael in Virtuous stance. She's a beast. She's a damage dude.
Mael is consistently doing damage in the millions for me right now.
I hit like 4.5 million
with With her gradient?
With her what? No, not her gradient. With her
with her void. Oh, okay, yeah. That one hits hard, and then her level 3 gradient hits even harder, which is crazy.
Really hard,
yeah. But it's goddamn. I like literally could just keep talking about this game for the rest of the night if I wanted to. Or if you guys wanted to. It's so good.
I'm sure that was so much fun. Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm so tired of hearing this game. You know.
Also, I'm like, shut up. Let's finish this so I can go play. Let's go.
I want to hear about Shantae.
I did so from after finishing it though. I did go back and I started traveling the map and finding new stuff and new dungeons. And now I'm in the tower. And I'm at like stage 9 trial. Did I just get to stage 9? Oh no, I'm at stage 9 trial 3, I think. So that's where I'm at.
I think that's where I stopped.
Oh yeah,
around there.
Yeah. That one's honestly the hardest one for me up to this point was like 5-3, and I've been able to get through everything else relatively well, easier than 5-3. 5-3 took me several tries. Yeah, as soon as I walked into 9-3, I'm like, oh, okay, now shit's for real. You know, I only tried it once because it was like right about to we were right about to have dinner, so I was like, all right, let me just see what I'm expecting. I'm like, yeah, I probably should have just left it and came back later because now I know it's going to be awful. Yeah, so I think there's 33 total trials, so it goes up to 11-3. So that's how close I am to being done, but we'll see. And then there's other stuff around. Like I haven't done. There's like a dungeon in the middle of the sea that I'm not gonna say what it is. But that one still friggin' said danger for me before I went to the tower.
That one will always say. Danger,
does it always say danger? Much. Okay,
because I was like, it's got the hardest boss in the game is in there.
Yeah. I know
I didn't even try fighting it. I was like, I was considering it before they nerf Standell, the thing I'm talking about with Mael's Void. They kind of nerfed that. So not her Void. It's it's just one of her abilities.
It's one of her Void attacks. Yeah, it's one of her Void attacks.
Void attack. Gotcha. Yeah. So, but no, I didn't even bother. Maybe I'll get there in the new Game Plus, but we'll see.
I mean, it's part of the platinum, so I'm trying. I'm going to try it. We'll see. But yeah, it's great. I love it. Cool. What else?
Jason, are you liking it overall though? Besides the story,
oh yeah. Like I'm really thoroughly addicted to the combat. It's very very good. Especially with it just being like this, like it's like an action like turn-based hybrid of sorts. Because I mean we've explained it a number of times on the show already, but it still feels very very active to me, just in different ways. Not in like the moving around like a character action game, but I'm constantly engaged. Even with the quick time events, like I normally don't go for that kind of stuff, but they feel good, and I'm having a great time. A fucking phenomenal time with this game.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm glad. So when did it really get its teeth into you? Because I remember last week you weren't even through Act 1 yet.
Yeah, I took like a week off just because I just had shit going on. So, but I was still feeling it then. Like I'm like, this is really good. I'm gonna enjoy this. But I had to take a week off. Had I not gotten into that situation, I would have been playing it all the way through. So
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. From fucking frame 1, I dug it.
Frame 1. From Clair Obscur, was hooked.
One
thing that I will never get tired of is that fucking soundtrack, man. Like the music is so good.
It keeps getting better. Oh my god! And it's different every time. Like, thank God we finally brought back
battle music,
like area specific battle music. Like because otherwise. You get the same stuff. And yes, Final Fantasy battle music is iconic and shit, but like when you're hearing it for the 30th fucking time in the span of a minute, then then it gets a little
okay. Weird question to ask you guys. What is the oldest
person that you've slept with in the game?
No. What is the oldest RPG battle music that you can remember in your head? like it's stuck in your head that you always can go back to
Fantasy 6.
Is it Final Fantasy 6? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, original Final Fantasy probably. So
okay.
It was the first one I played. That's why. And by battle music, I don't even mean the battle. Was that the? Yeah, maybe it is that. Yeah, it is that. And apparently, I was going to say it's the. But no. Now that I think about it, I actually do remember 6. 6 was the first RPG I ever played that I was like,
oh, okay.
This is kind of cool. My friends forced me to watch the opera scene with them. And he's like, no, trust me, you'll like it. You might. I hated turn-based games back then, man.
Yeah.
So that. Yeah, so I was a late bloomer. I still didn't really like him that much till years later.
For me, it's Phantasy Star 2.
Okay.
Oh wow.
That's the one that whenever I think of like RPG battle music, that's the one that comes into my head. And I think a lot of that had to do because, God, when that game came out on Genesis, that game was a grind. That game was a fucking grind, man. And I didn't realize it at the time, but like thinking back to the way I played that game, like I would get to a new town and I would grind outside of the town until I had enough money to get all of the upgrades for all my characters. Walking around in a circle, fighting shit, and come in. It's definitely stuck in my head forever.
I bought the vinyl to that. Yeah, that's very iconic to me as well. Mm-hmm.
It's a great soundtrack. Like the Phantasy Star soundtracks are great. It's nothing against it at all, but it's like what Jason said. It
just shows how old we are.
It's one sound. It's one battle music for the majority of the game, outside of like bosses. Right, bosses always had like a slightly different music, or the final boss would. So yeah, cool. Jason, any other comments about Clair Obscur?
Nope. Like let's bring it on. Like I wanted to close like to the ending to the second act was such that like it took a lot out of me. Yeah. And I don't know how much more I have left to give.
Dude, I'll be honest with you. When I finished Act 2, I stopped. Like I just immediately stopped playing. Because because there's so much to process for me. Yep. And I was like, okay, I really need to think about this now. Like, what is going on here? And like you get hints of how certain things are going to be, but like the overall structure of what they explain to you at the end of Act 2 is overwhelming. And it was a lot. It was a lot. Yep. So I shut it off after that. And basically took the rest of the night off from gaming. I'm like, I think I'm done for now. Good stuff. Cool. Jason, what else you got?
Android stuff. Actually, just one thing. And it's an Android port really, but it's a game called Hunt Down, which is something that we brought up.
I think I played that
in the Discord the other day. Yeah, it's like a futuristic. It's a side-scrolling, pixel based, but it's got like cover mechanics, like both Bionic Commando and like Flashback and Blackthorn and shit like that, where you just kind of like hide in the background or whatever.
I think I have that.
Pop out. It's super cheap on Android. Like you can get it for free, but then you pay like $4, I think, for the final game, the full game or whatever. So, but it works really, really well in a handheld situation. That's
you're using a controller with your handheld, right? Oh no, you're using on one of your things. Yeah, okay.
I've got two different types. So I've got ones that are like for a phone, that are like telescopic controllers, which are very, very good. But then I've got the Odin 2 Portal, which is like it got integrated controllers, and it's got a big 7-inch screen, and it's OLED, and it's beautiful. So playing shit on that has been like my main thing that I reach for after I'm playing other video games.
Game got pretty hard.
More video games,
I remember.
So, I can imagine so. It seems like it's so far. So
I couldn't imagine people trying to play it without a controller like you have, or that tablet thing. Because
like a touch controller.
I don't see how that would work. Yeah. It's fun though. I liked it from what I played.
Yeah, that seems pretty good. I think that's about it, I think, for me. So I did get another toy. I got a Retroid Pocket Classic. This has got another OLED screen, but it's a it's a vertical one as opposed to the horizontal stuff that I normally get. So, but it was cheaper than my usual stuff. So,
aren't they usually pretty expensive, those things?
Yeah. This one it was about $100. So
well, that's not too bad.
It's not too terribly bad. If for an OLED screen like this, it's good. So when I'm done playing with that one, when I'm done playing video games, I reach for the Portal. When I'm done playing video games, I reach for the Classic. So I have lots of things to reach for within arm's length. So lots of video games going on.
So I did decide that I wanted to mod my PS Vita my Vita TV.
Okay.
I got one of these guys.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yep.
I can see it. I don't know what it is.
It's a Vita cart that essentially takes a micro SD. And it's a half a terabyte micro SD. And I can't find my Vita TV. So I gotta do some searching. I thought I knew where it was, and I gotta find it now. I've got a spot because the Retron 5 is being removed from the entertainment center. So I've got a spot for it. But yeah, I'm hoping to do that pretty soon.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
I didn't mod my Vita TV. I really should, because you can use a big boy controller with it.
Yeah. And it hooks up to the TV, plays all the Vita games, and
Yep. Well,
do
most
all
of
that stuff.
Games. There's a few, just like the touchscreen stuff. I think it doesn't.
Yeah. The touchscrn stuff doesn't really work, but
yeah. Still, yeah. That was a good system. I like the Vita a lot.
I did too. It was a really cool piece of hardware. The Vita TV was not something I was really interested in, but I think I found one for like dirt cheap. Like they were unloading them for like 25% of what it was worth. But is that your modded one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I actually have
I don't mind the fingerprints because, of course, touchscreen. But
that just means it's loved.
Yeah.
Here's my actual Vita. I have it sitting right over here. So my original Vita, my launch Vita.
Wow.
Where's mine?
Yeah.
Oh well, I don't have it.
But
yours got the pretty screen on it. Mine's just LCD.
Well, you can charge it whenever you want.
That's true. You can definitely do that. Yeah.
Let's see. Jeff, did you have any other games to talk about?
No, I played a demo of a game called Anima Flux, and that I played it for about 20 minutes or so. It's like a Metroidvania. It came out like last year, towards the end of last year. It's co-op, couch co-op. You want it to be. If not, you're controlling two characters. One character uses range, one uses melee, so sword and crossbow type thing. But it's like futuristic anime kind of style. Art style is really cool, actually.
Yeah,
it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it.
The art style looks very much like Aeon Flux. Like, is it related?
I doubt it. I know what Aeon Flux is. I've never personally seen it. I remember it was on one of those channels years and years ago with like Spawn and stuff like that. I can't remember what that was. It Spike TV?
MTV? It was MTV.
It was MTV. Yeah. It was
MTV.
Well,
television station channels.
Well, we didn't have MTV here. I'm in Canada, so I think for here it was Spike TV was the ones who had that stuff. They probably licensed it from them to show here.
Gotcha.
So I think it was Spike. Yeah. We have much music.
It doesn't look like they're related at all.
Yeah. No, I doubt it.
Okay.
It looked cool at first. I do not like the control of it, like how it controls. It feels a tad bit sluggish, and it's a dual stick. You move around with the left analog, you aim with the right, which is fine. But then you attack both with the melee and the range by right bumper and right trigger. Right bumper is a standard attack, which is
that's kind of weird. I'm okay with that being a melee attack, but shooting.
And you couldn't change that to the trigger?
Well, I might be able to. I didn't actually try to change the trigger. My first instinct was, well, let me see if I really care to play this game more. Let me see in the options if I can change to the face buttons, because it just feel more natural to play the range character like that. But then you have to take your thumb off the right stick,
which you're using
and
game, so that makes things difficult.
And you kind of brought up like off the air is like, well, other games have done that, like Shadow Complex. But again, like Jason said, Shadow Complex uses the trigger to shoot, not the bumper, and it just because it's a crossbow, you have to click it, and then there's like not a charge like it, but you have to wait like a second or two between each time you shoot it, so it just doesn't feel that good using her. And the problem with a melee character is, at least at the beginning, there's a lot of situations where it doesn't make sense to use the melee character because you have to be using ranged, and you can switch between the characters really quick. You just turn it's like right on the D-pad or something like that, and you switch between the two. I don't know if I'm going to play much more of it. I'm definitely probably not going to buy it because the demo didn't sell me in like the 20 minutes I played. I just was like, whatever.
Okay.
But if anyone out there has played it and says, no, you should play this, is really good, let me know, because I couldn't even find any like afterwards. I was like, okay, well, let me see what reviews and stuff, because I had it recommended to me. Someone said, hey, you should check this. They have this demo out. Check it out. So I did. And then I couldn't find hardly any like impressions of it or reviews or anything like that. I found some YouTube stuff, but nothing that was really like helpful. It seemed like other people who got a free code for it were like, this is awesome, and then other people were like, yeah, it's not that great. So I had no idea. I didn't think it was that great. But if there's people out there that are like, no, like, trust me, just like the first like hour or so is like a little bit whatever, but they give you stuff that makes it feel better, let me know. If you guys want to check it out too, the demos, I'm pretty sure you can play the demo on anything. So any system and PC. So if anyone should try it out, Chris, I know you're the Metroidvania person.
Yeah, I put it on my wish list just to check it out. I might try the demo.
Gotcha.
We'll see.
Well, that was all I played. That and I already talked about Clair Obscur. Like I said, I've almost done it a second time.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Nice
for me. Chris, anything
good stuff
from you?
A little more Shantae, not really much new to talk about there. I did
whipping your hair back and forth. Hell yeah.
That's right. Still just beating people up with hair. I did start my third playthrough of Baldur's Gate after patch 8 was released.
How many?
My third playthrough.
Oh my god!
Well, I did my single player playthrough, and then remember I did a multiplayer playthrough with Nogs and my buddy Jerry, and Omer. So, but yeah, so patch 8 came out, added a bunch of subclasses. There was a couple of new subclasses that I really wanted to try out. So I'm going through that again. I'm running
going through that again.
I'll do that again. And the funny thing is like I'm running a drow, and I'm doing the Dark Urge. So I'm already seeing a ton of stuff that's different. And
racism and bigotry, bring it on. Let's go.
Oh, I'm definitely feeling the racism. Like everywhere I go, it's like, well, we usually don't like to associate with drow. I'm like, oh god damn. Like they do not like you at all. But and mods are available now, so even on console mods are available. So I'm looking at,
that's so cool.
I got so
you can like dress up like your characters as like near characters and like with big booties and stuff.
No, I don't know. Maybe I'm not using that kind of mod. I'm using, so there's some mods that will allow you to get to level 20. So I've got that. There's one that essentially increases the amount of experience you get so that you can actually get to level 20 in the game, because there's only a finite amount of experience points that you can get. And if you open it up to level 20, the amount of experience that's in the game will not get you there. So, and then there's a few things that are more just like making all the cosmetics available, like having all of the clothing available from the start, having all the dyes available from the start.
I'm talking about less clothing though.
Yeah,
well, here's the one that I'll give you in that specific area. There is a mod that will allow you to romance multiple characters without interfering with the others.
like polygamy or something like that.
Yes,
like,
there is a polygamy. There's a polygamy patch. Yeah,
a polygamy patch.
I mean, obviously they don't interact with each other, but I'm glad that that's there, because I am planning on my character. I want to romance Minthara, who is the drow paladin that's in the goblin camp. So my plan is to just knock her out when I get that far, and then you essentially Jesus. You can
Chris stop it. You can't.
I know we're stop it. Yeah, don't explain any more than that.
We're gonna get put on a list, man.
Yeah, we're gonna be. I want to romance the drow. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna slip her a little trick. You know what I'm saying? Knock her out. Yeah. It's called my Cosby run. That's what it's going to be.
Wow, Geoff, Jesus.
Cosby patch.
But the so yeah, and then you can recruit her at the end of Act 2. But then I'm also going to. I also wanted to try to see how romancing Karlach would end up, because I haven't seen that yet. So now I can do both and see how that works out. So we'll see.
Cool.
But I'm in the Grove right now. That's how far I've gotten so far. And I've picked up Shadowheart, Lae'zel, Will, Astarion, and Gale. So I still got to get Karlach.
Mm-hmm.
And is that it? She's the one I'm missing?
Did you get Minthara?
Did you say Astarion?
You knocked her out.
I said Astarion. Minthara I'm not going to get until the Goblin camps, or not until end of Act 2. So I think that's all the main characters. Yeah. Okay. And then obviously Halsin and all them. So, but yeah,
cool.
It's a fucking great game. It's still amazing. So that's it for me.
Cool. All right.
So I think that's distractions. Geoff, you want to talk some news?
Sure. Couple news items on the docket today. We got not so good things for Bungie happening right now. They got busted plagiarizing art again.
Oh.
Yeah. Someone posted on social being like, "Hey, these are designs I did in like 2017 that are being used in here or whatever," and then she put a bunch of examples
in Destiny or in Marathon.
In Marathon.
Marathon.
In the Marathon Alpha. Yep. And then these are blatant ripoffs. Like the comparisons, and even she said. Somebody was like, "Oh, you put the, that comic book is it called Loss? I don't know. It's kind of like I always get it mixed up with Penny Arcade. There's like that comic strip or whatever, and there's some like inside thing there with some like design, and she's been hiding that in all of her images for like years, and they literally have that in their art in Marathon. So it shows it's a blatant rip off. So Bungie originally had like a stream planned for yesterday to show off Marathon or whatever. First they went to cancel it, and everyone's like, "No, dude, what are you doing? Like, you guys got to what the fuck's going on here?" And they came out and said, "Listen, after some investigation, we did see that it was definitely plagiarized by a former employee or whatever." And then they tried to cancel this stream. They got a bunch of pushback on social media. They did the stream anyway, and the lead director and stuff and the art designer were on there, and they just got torn to shreds in the comments. And it's this isn't the first time. That's the thing. Apparently, it's the third time this has happened with Bungie.
Jesus.
Yeah. And they're saying now that they've put into place measures that will be able to catch this sort of stuff. I don't know what they can do, but
what they could possibly do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like AI to find it or something. I have no idea. I don't know what
that's rough.
Do.
Like, I mean, how do you go back and go through like each and every fucking texture that they're putting into the game to look for.
So I guess that's where I'm kind of confused. Is it a situation where the art was from a former employee?
No. It was from someone who's never just someone random. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Who they took a bunch of like the art style and everything, and like if this game didn't already have a lot of bad press and stuff around it or bad word, like it just doesn't have a good vibe to it. Like people are very down on it. People like it's going to be dead on arrival. This pretty much seals that deal for like a lot of people are like, we're not touching this. And they're probably going to delay it out of 2025. They've already released a statement too that they're going to relook at all their whole roadmap and everything. So it's probably going to be delayed. I think they probably have to redo the entire art style, honestly.
Oh, wow.
cannot keep that. Like they.
Yeah, I'm looking at the posts. Like there's quite a bit there. Like how do you?
This is just Marathon. Apparently they've done stuff with the Destiny as well that was plagiarized.
Wow.
And yeah, and everyone's like, well, you should sue them or whatever. I'm like, I don't. And she's saying, well, she doesn't have the funds or the time or the mental capacity to go through like a long, drawn out process, which totally I get. Bungie definitely needs to do something with her regardless. And
yeah, they said they're gonna make it right, in quotes.
Yeah, whatever that means. Yeah. I mean, she was smart.
Honestly,
like, not smart. She is smart, but
yeah, it's definitely smart to do this. But honestly, they should just pay her for the designs then. Like just
exactly. That's what she said in one of her tweets. She was like all they had to do was email me and work something out, like hire me. Like I've never made money off of my artwork or anything like that. Like why doesn't anyone ever just reach out and be like, hey, we want to hire you for something instead of just stealing it? And it's not a good look. And a lot of people are like, no, this game is done. And especially now that the alpha finished up, that Arc Raiders, and everyone's like glowing about Arc Raiders, and that's a similar style game, and everyone's like, this blows Marathon out of the water.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think Marathon is a bad idea for them. I think it's dead on arrival.
Oh, I think it is too. Like extraction shooters are niche within a niche, and if Arc Raiders is the first one, like what's the biggest one? Tarkov, I guess, is the most popular one right now. Then like Hunt is a pretty popular one too, but it's not like huge. But yeah, all these games as services, man, they're all like, they're stagnant. Unless you're got something super original.
I thought that they were going to finish up Destiny 2 with the Final Shape, and no, apparently now they're moving to a new model where instead of doing seasons, they're doing 2 expansions a year.
Oh,
and like
I wonder if that was a pivot. Was that recently they decided to do
that? It seems like it's pretty recent. I haven't really kept up with Destiny in the past like 6-8 months. But they are doing a Star Wars crossover, guys.
Oh no.
They're doing a Star Wars crossover.
Hey, Fortnite's doing a Star Wars crossover right now that we could be playing.
I'm not playing Fortnite.
God damn it.
Let's see. What is it called? I feel like it was Outlaws. It's Renegades. Destiny 2 Renegades. And it's basically Star Wars DLC. So
where they steal the art from that
expansion.
Yeah.
I think they're actually licensing this.
They license this, or are they just being like, this is Martha VR?
I don't think they're getting away with it if they if they steal from Disney. But yeah, like there's I haven't seen a lot about it, but I did hear that it's happening in December, I think, is when they said this is happening. So I don't know. We'll see. No! It's Star Wars, dude. I give a shit.
There's certain things about Star Wars I cannot. I don't even care. I have to watch Andor. Everyone says that's awesome. I need to watch that.
Andor. I haven't watched the second season yet, but the first season was really good.
Nice.
Cool. All right. What else?
We're still
Shame on you, Bungie. Shame on you, Bungie.
The other one is Jade Raymond. You guys know of her. She was very popular, very in the spotlight back when we were doing the show, when she was the head of Assassin's Creed and like Ubisoft for like a long time and stuff like that. And she's kind of bounced around. She started that new studio herself called New Haven, I think it's called. I don't have the article pulled up. She's doing the game with Sony. The Paydays? No, it looks like Payday, but it's not Paydays. Fair Games.
It's an extraction shooter. Extraction shooter, yeah, but like time-based or something, isn't it?
Yeah. She bolted. She left the company. She
peaced out. Wow. What?
She no reasoning was given. Just sudden, she just left the company she started. So
that must be nice. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go start a company, you guys. But
peace out.
In a few weeks, I'll probably peace out.
Oh yeah, Jade Raymond leaves Fair Games Studio.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So who knows what's happening with that game? Because I think that game was scheduled for this year as well. I don't think it was scheduled for this year. Maybe it was. I don't know. We don't know actually.
It looks like it got pushed to spring 2026.
Okay, well now who knows what's happening with that, because with no statement, just leaving, that's
weird. Yeah,
was she forced out, or she went like, I'm not doing, like, fuck this, I'm out of here. I don't know. It's not looking good for fair games now either. Like, studios, stop it. Stop with the games as a service extraction shooters and battle royales. Like, do what Clair Obscur, like, do what fucking Sandbox is doing. Do, like, find people who want to make a great game and let them make the great game, and you'll probably have good results. Don't do this. We weren't going to play it anyway, right?
I wouldn't. So
I don't think I'd even that Remedy one is kind of getting they had a preview event. It's kind of getting like mixed. Some people are liking this, some people are like whatever. And that's a co-op shooter though. I don't think that's an extraction shooter, but that's something different from Remedy. But I don't really have any interest in that either. And I love Remedy games. So I just don't like, well, then again, I'm not even interested in Night Rain, and that's fucking Elden Ring. So.
Oh yeah.
Anything multiplayer these days, I'm just kind of like, eh. It's just me. I'm old. That's it.
Except for Split Fiction. Except for Split Fiction. Split Fiction is awesome.
Oh yeah. That's co-op stuff is fine. Yeah. So maybe the Remedy one will be okay. Co-op stuff I have no problem with.
Yeah.
They're fun.
Keep your competitive shit.
Did you ever talk about Split Fiction that we beat it, Chris? I can't remember if we talked about it on here. Did we?
Okay. Yeah, we talked about finishing it up. Yeah. Because I was gushing about the last level and how it's the best level design I've ever played in a game ever.
Gotcha.
It's that good. It's that good.
I might be able
Jason,
to
if you haven't played it yet, let us know. I'll play it with you.
I haven't played that level, but Griff and I kind of fell off of it for whatever reason. So.
Yeah, my wife fell off with the person she was playing with too, so I'm a little disappointed that she hasn't gotten to experience the whole thing. She didn't even get to the dragon stage. The reason she wanted to play the fucking game, and she didn't get to that stage yet. And I'm like, oh, come on, man. It's like, just, I tell you what, load it up and I'll play the rest of the game with you. It's like, I think she's playing as Mio though right now, and I've already played as Zoe, so.
I'll probably finish up Doom tomorrow, and then it feels so nice to not, because I feel like the last 4 months have just been like game after game after game, and then 3 games. I finally have a break between now and Death Stranding 2. I might be able to get to one of my backlog
game you're gonna get to.
I don't know. I don't know if it'll be one of my I might go back to Oblivion. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I honestly don't. And then Switch is in 2 weeks, so I have about 2 weeks basically to get something in there.
Shit, I forgot about the last game that I played. I was gonna say you should play some Fighting Game Collection from Capcom.
Oh yeah, I definitely will play some.
Oh yeah, you were gonna mention that.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. I haven't played a ton of I haven't played all of them yet, but yeah, this is a great. It's got CVS2 in it. It's got the Project Justice games.
It's got Power Stone.
It's got the Power Stone.
It's got Power Stone. I fucking love Power Stone, man. That game was great.
The only thing is that it uses the arcade ROMs and not like the home console stuff.
Ones.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Stuff, which is kind of a bummer because you lose out on some of the stuff. I think in Part 2 had a bunch of
Power Stone 2.
Power Stone 2 had a bunch of side stuff, but yeah, it's just the arcade ROM. So
that's fine. I never played Power Stone 2, only one.
Yeah, same here. Well, I've played enough of it to know that it was way different, and I didn't like it as much. But I guess Part 2 is the better party game, though. So maybe that's a good thing. It wasn't as competent as the fighter, or whatever fucking bullshit.
Is it 4 players?
It is, yeah.
Oh, Chris.
Yeah. I have it on my wish list on Steam. So
I don't think it's crossplay though. What do you have it on, Jason?
I have it on Steam, but I'm willing to double dip.
I am pretty sure let me see. All right, let me.
Now
we're scheming now. We're scheming now. Here we go.
Yep. All right, scheme away.
Capcom Fighting Collection 2.
Any of this, by the way, for people who are listening. Yeah,
what's that?
I said we're not cutting any of this either for people listening.
We don't cut anything anymore.
No,
we don't cut things anymore. Everything you get everything we give you. That's the way it works. Let's see. Oh, it looks like it's not physical on PS5. Is that right?
You got to get on PS4.
Just the PS4, yeah.
It's a PS4 version. Yeah, anything that runs on that engine and that there's something to do with and compatibility stuff that they don't. All those collections are only PS4 only.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I think I found out that shit like whatever they're using tends to run better on PS4.
Yeah, the MT framework.
The 5. Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to do some digging because I was thinking about. Well, I've got some Best Buy points I could use, but I don't see the physical PS4 one at Best Buy right now. So
yeah,
gotcha.
let me do some digging
continuously. So
yeah.
Or that they just had a low amount of like production.
Best Buy's been sucking lately. At least here they have. They've not.
Oh man, don't get me started. At least it's like at least in the past 6 months, at least 3 games that I have pre-ordered have not come in.
Yeah,
and that's just extremely frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I still have things pre-ordered for them, and it's just like I just hope I get my shit.
Yeah.
Right now, I think I have two things pre-ordered from them. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we should definitely play that. That'd be fun, especially. Well, I've never touched it, but I don't care. If it's a fun party game, I won't really care if it's.
Yeah, Power Stone is just fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look into it. I'll look into trying to get it for PS4.
Cool.
Word.
I'll let you guys know.
Cool.
Anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay, that's distractions.
Great Sunday night show, guys.
Yeah.
Wait, now it's Sunday? Holy.
I don't know. I'm just throwing dates out there.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Jason's going to walk away like, whoa, what's going on?
I am so confused.
Well, thank you guys for listening. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, please tell a few friends about us. And please like, subscribe, and comment on this post on YouTube if you are watching on YouTube. We always appreciate that. We like interacting with the community. And speaking of that, come and join our Discord and interact with that. The Discord link should be in the description now, so you should be able to get there just from the description of this video.
I found a suitable emoticon, so we're going to put it in the description notes. Yes.
Excellent.
Right.
But yeah, that's it. So until next time, my name is Chris.
I'm Jason.
I'm Geoff.
Play your games, and we'll talk to you next week.